Hello. So much for that sunshine out there, eh? Serious question. Have you ever undergone a full-on, thorough psych evaluation? Yes. Why do you ask? I've had a couple over the years. In particular, during my enlistment at the Presidio, they administered three intensive psychological evaluations because they could not run the risk of anyone being associated with that project who in any way was unbalanced. Then again, subject number 4 turned out to be totally certifiable, and they let him in anyway, so you never know. What are you doing for St. Patrick's Day? I'm gonna get up, put on a green suit and tie, and go off to the stab lab for my weekly session. That falls on a weekday this year, you know. Why? What are you gonna do? Go out and swill an ocean of green beer? Do you ever wear sock garters? No, I do not. Well, not anymore. I used to, as a matter of fact. There's a whole drawer of those upstairs here, but these days I pretty much just wear knee-high socks, so it makes it look like this unnecessary. Besides, to tell you the truth, the reason... there's a couple reasons, actually, when you get right down to it. First of all, to be honest with you, this kind of accessory it's kind of a nuisance. You can only just barely drag yourself up out of bed in the morning, and you're gonna fool around with something like that, even in the interest of being as presentable and neat as you can be. It's such a hassle. But more to the point, you probably don't know this. Let's face it, the majority of you undoubtedly have never worn accessories like this. And you probably do not know anyone who's worn anything like that. And they, in turn, probably do not know anyone who's ever worn anything like that. So none of you would know this. But those accessories, those sock garters, they have a little flexible clip in the front that attaches to the sock. And then the elastic band goes around the calf, and then there's a little clip or snap that attaches in the front. And then on the side of the elastic, there's a little buckle that allows you to tighten it or loosen it as needs be. But as small, as tiny as those little devices are, all three of them, they're made out of metal, you see. And nowhere is this evidenced more than, say, at a courthouse or out there at the airport when you're going through the metal detector. You know, they have that little wand, and they're going all up and down your person, and they get down to your leg, and then they get to your pant leg, and then that goes off like a fire alarm, and they yank up your pant leg for the entire terminal full of people to see. Yeah. I guess they figure you got a stiletto or a little, snub-nosed Saturday Night Special down there in an ankle holster, and then they pull up your pant leg, and there you go. So, yeah, metal. It's funny, security guard, somewhere along the way, one of those metal detector security stations, he says, you remember the old flash passes the transit authority issued? I still carry this one around out of spite. They have this little reflective strip there, so that at nighttime the headlights from the bus will see that, and the driver will know that you're standing there at the bus stop. He says, that's paper, of course, but infused in there is for all intents and purposes, it's essentially a tinfoil. It's metallic, this strip here. It's a metallic strip, and that little bit of nothing, that is enough to set off one of those metal detectors. So, your sock garter compared to that, that's like lugging around a pocket of tin, basically, you know. Yeah. I tell you what does Gramercy mean? Gramercy is a contraction of two words. It means grant mercy, as in Lord grant mercy upon so-and-so. Lord have mercy upon their soul, basically. Speaking for myself, that is what I say. I think I've told you that before. If I learn that someone that I did not like has died, that is what I will say. The basic decency, the basic integrity which I happen to possess, it will not permit me to invoke the maledictions which perhaps some of you will utter when you have learned that someone who you did not like has died. I will not speak such things. I can't. But the absolute very limit of my decency will permit, at the very least, but also at the most, for me to say Gramercy when I've heard that this person has died. Gramercy. Grant them the mercy which all of those of us who this individual has left behind probably would not be able to grant this particular individual. Gramercy.